So all these, so many companies have been basically in existence for many years, and depending on the geography, depending on the location, depending on the kind of work they do, they've been in existence for a very long time, and they started small. And what was the driving factor? The driving factor was that they were focused mostly on going long term, and which means that they were quite concerned, and they were keeping their business climates in mind and stuff. And the long term culture basically kind of antiquated to a financial community which was kind of looking at only growing and kind of getting better returns of the investments that they had drawn in and pulled in and stuff. And the author is also talking about the difference between the climate in the companies and the climates of today, where they find that most companies or most startups or most small businesses or people are more interested in short term money making rather than the long term picture. And as a result of that, they have bad cultures, they have bad spots to be in, they lay off people very quickly, they spend the money in big brand endorsements and stuff, and they do not have a great long-term sustainable plan and stuff. And as a result of which, the lives of many people who join those brands is at stake, and they are being laid off and stuff like that. So I think that it is making a lot of sense here, because the long-term focus eventually helps. So long term focus is actually focused on the climate culture of the company. It is focused not just on conventional wisdom but also on progression and stuff. They're looking at all micro and macro economics, and working off the brand and stuff. And they have to contribute effectively or qualitatively or quantitatively to the brand, which is bigger than them, which is their own countries and stuff. And I very strongly feel personally and professionally that if in the population of 1 crore 40 1.40 crore people, even if 50% or 75% people start thinking about their country, and they start doing something about it and their communities and the concerns and issues before them, we would have a great phenomena and a great change happening, rather than only looking at leaders and other biggies and stuff, and sitting and talking about them, finding flaws in them, criticizing them, because we don't know the real story, what's going on. And when you participate, when you are a part of the thought share, when you're a part of the change, that's when you see the situations in a brighter light or a different light. And that's when you understand that what is it that is happening every day, what is it that is the effort which most of the people are putting in, not just the leaders, even business heads, even organization heads, even people who are working for, let's say, environment concerns, people who are working as artists, people who are working as let's say communication heads, people who are working in branding and advertising. We sit and we talk about it. You have sports people who are playing for us, but we don't know where they're coming from and how hard they are kind of putting in their best, and they're kind of practicing and all that. And then it gets you these awards, and it gets you these amazing laurels and amazing recognition and stuff. So one way to stop looking at the negative of most of these is to kind of understand and go into the details of this. Try and understand where they're coming from, try and read up more, try and research more, try and follow correct news and stuff. And the best way is to be a part of forums where there's a thought share happening, because you may have been conditioned in a certain manner, or you're basically looking at a situation in one way, or which has been shown to you, or you're reading consistently and stuff, because many a times stories and narratives are kind of scripted and planned and stuff. But when you're actually reading books, when you're actually following videos, when you're actually following and participating in different forums and stuff like that, and interacting with people daily, and you're kind of looking at it from a macro view, then you know that there's a lot happening, and what we are absorbing and what we are being conditioned is actually something which is somebody else's story. So the author is saying that we face the same concerns in General Mills, where we wanted to sell a product, and we had so much of competition and stuff. Colgate Palmolive has the same example. We wanted to kind of get into new products, and we thought that there was a lot of competition happening, and we'd heard the failures and we'd heard the bad stories of the what do you call product not taking off and stuff. But rather than being looked